Hey, yo. What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Daniel Bear, aka Natty, aka that nigga. Ooh, not the most flattering angle, but we rock with it. So, today, we actually got our first true live reaction to Chapter 138 in One Piece. So, let me see if I can actually. I might actually have a vibe record for this. Hold on. Watch this. Your boy just goes into the loopy loops. I'm not mad at this. Could be. It's a different type of loop. Anyway, making sure I got everything good. Yeah. Alright, so what we got going on right now, we are in chapter. What is this? Well, alright, let's take this back from the top. Welcome, it's your boy. Welcome, y'all. We are back. It's your boy, Daniel Bear, aka Natty, aka that nigga. And we are reacting live to One Piece chapter 1138, titled Harley. Okay. Yeah, and then this is interesting. So we got a cover page, the continuation of the cover page title, and it would seem that Who's Who has survived from the Onigashima raid with a couple other gifters, it would seem. And let's see what the title says. We got Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 24. The base belongs to Who's Who. And the sign above Who's Who says it's a cat. Now, unfortunately, I cannot show y'all the screen because I don't want to get flagged or anything. Because, what is it? It's not Kodansha, I think it's Shueisha. They're pretty heavy on this stuff, but I'll do my best to read. And we'll be able to kind of piece the puzzle together. If anything, y'all should read along. I feel that'd be better, you know what I mean? That'd be more fun. Hold up, I realized I didn't even... Let me switch this to just chatting. I'm over here thinking, alright, I set up the stream properly. I love how I'm editing this on the fly. Boom. Updated stream. You gotta love it. Alright. Now that we've gotten all the shenanigans out the way, we open up with the aftermath of Loki's Defiance, which we're picking up where old homegirl Gunko was beating this nigga's ass, which totally not fair. But I mean, What can you expect? God Knights, they don't seem to be the type to really want to play by fair, you know what I mean? I will say, I love Oda's very, like, sketchy yet solidified art style. It's so cool, so cool. I stand it. So Loki's he's breathing heavy. You are the spitting image of red-haired Shanks. Did you really think I'd just write that off as a coincidence? And the homies Shamrock's just like ... Gunko, mind your own business. That matter has nothing to do with you. Loki, you're not wrong, but a great pirate and a celestial dragon, they're polar opposites. You can't blame me for being curious. Damn, okay. He's like, hey man, y'all ain't the same, and I can tell. Anyone would find it strange that you two share the same face. The pirate you refer to is my younger twin. He went astray. Okay, younger twin. We're getting more confirmation here on the evil Shanks twin lore, which, first of all, now that I'm getting like a close-up of like these manga panels, I just wanted to point out how like I can see where Oda is kind of just like sketching and like kind of getting the vibe, but he's not like so locked in on getting like perfect line work per se on some of these lines, which is very interesting. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get all cleaned up for the what's it called, the official volume release, but I'm actually really loving looking at just like, I don't know, I just love looking at line art because it tells you a lot about the artist. Anyway, back to the manga. The pirate you referred to is my younger twin. He went astray. At one point, he did return to the Holy Land, but it seems he grew too attached to the filthy world of the surface. He returned, I see. It's funny how I ended up hating both of you brothers, and I thought my grudge couldn't get any worse. What a family. Okay, so Loki definitely sees Shanks as ops, not just Shamrock. You bastards. When I get out of these chains, you know what I'll do, right? I'll make it my mission to make sure my buddies are avenged. Yeah, man, them dudes got murked. He murked the gorilla, they murked the panda bear, and the dog dude, whatever. That era of food is interesting. I still think Gunko has some emu kind of connects, but no solid theory yet, so really, it's just that. Anyway, Shamrock, was that supposed to be a threat? And then you got Gunko. Captain, you don't have to. I know, he isn't worth getting my hands dirty over. Isn't that right, Cerberus? Interesting. Yo. Isn't that right, Cerberus? This nigga Shamrock's sword is a Cerberus dog. That's gotta be like a supreme grade weapon or something. That's fire. What? Yo, who's taking in this panel right now? Sheesh. Loki, what the hell is that? And then Shamrock, it's my biting blade. What's with this creepy thing? Captain, let's clean up here and move on. Shamrock, scramble. Rough. Interesting. Like the mechanism for for those that can't see, I'm hoping you're reading along, but like it's like Cerberus is attached to like the sword like as like a spirit kinda. But then he could also detach its head. Very interesting. I don't know. I was trying to just kind of capture like the image. Anyway, Shamrock, feel free to hunt me down anytime. I'll face you then, assuming you survive this. Hey, Loki, you've got to be kidding me. If that thing gets me. Oh, they're turning around. The dog attached itself to the arrow. Aw, these dudes are dirty. Those celestial bastards. Damn it all. Total subjugation isn't feasible now. Let's start by taking their children hostage. We'll need an extra person. Understood. Who shall I call? Quest Island. Or Quest Castle. I'm telling you, it was red hair. Liar. Shanks would never attack for no reason. Of course, Luffy's gonna ride for his homie. Okay, so the giant. It's the truth. I saw him with my own eyes. Red hair has visited Elbath many times. I recognized him. Alright, okay. Let's see. But now Shanks, he's super cool guy. But I know Shanks, he's a super cool guy. Maybe it was just someone who looked like him. It was shocking. We were wondering what he was doing in the castle. Sheesh. He just left Elbath recently, right? Wouldn't it be weird for him to come right back just to sulk around? Zoro's got a point here. Even if we're telling the truth, there's no way it could be Shanks. Shanks is always calm and laid back. Him doing something like this just doesn't add up. Fair, Luffy. Can't be, once again, you're riding for your homie. Can't be mad at you for doing so. Nami, you really have faith in him, huh? Luffy, you betcha, Nami. I'd take you off just as much as someone bowed-mouthed Telmir. It's Bellamir-san. Why is Luffy always talking to everybody's name? Alright, so it was a lookalike, that or a brother maybe. Shanks' brother. Well, if he has one, he'd probably be a nice guy too. But honestly, he never talked about his family, Luffy, saying this of course. I heard that he was raised on a pirate ship from when he was little. Oh, it's showing that guy with the hat. Are we gonna get a lower drop? I figured Roger and Rayleigh were his real family, their whole crew except for Buggy. Of course, except for Buggy, right? I won't say no Buggy. Alright. Looks like Luffy's about to run into that dude with the hat. Frankie's group, the Treasure Tree Adam. Alright, looks to be Frankie. Unbelievable. Adam would as far as the eye can see, and I thought it was meant to be rare. Wow. I had no idea it was so valuable overseas. Fair point. Let's see. Man, these giant women are baddies. Anyway, maybe I should start selling some on the side. Weren't you sent here to keep an eye on me? Saul seemed pretty strict about it. He was all like, "It's a sacred tree, bucko. Don't go cutting it down, you hear?" Haha, sounds like him. Still, I guess stealing from one of those giants is a tall order. Maybe that explains this markup. What's that? It's a mural. It's graffiti from eons ago. Some kids probably etched right into the bark and it's got fossilized. It's now designated as a cultural heritage site, thanks to its enormous historical value. It's a punk's doodle that big a deal. It's said to date back somewhere between 900 and 800 years ago. Look at that, right after the Void Century. If that's true, that would place it right in the middle of the Void Century. We gotta show Robin, she'll be thrilled. Hey, ain't this drawing kinda odd for old Elbath? Not all the figures look like giants. Quite as far as we know, there were definitely times where the races of the world clashed. But this kind of cooperation is unheard of. That's why I think it was probably just some kid's dream. So we have a princess. We have what looks to be I'm forgetting a homeboy from Egghead. And then it's what seems to be an animal of sorts. A dog or maybe a bear. Okay, and we switch in. Okay, so the pacing is a bit quicker. We got a couple different spots we're going to in this chapter. I'm sorry, I get lost in like Oda's art sometimes that I just like stare. It's so freaking dope. Anyway, it would seem that this carving on this tree is from the time of the Void Century. And Frankie's like, yo, what the heck? Now, if we switch scenes to Walrus School, class in session, everyone listen up. And then they go to the Owl Library. So this is the Harley. Yep. Well, it's so big and old. It's a pretty tome that preserved many of the rich myths and legends of Elbaf. Although it's spawned countless interpretations too. Whoa, it's so big and old. That's why all the warriors of Elbaf believe in very different versions of the sun god. Ain't that the funniest thing you ever heard? May I read it? Of course, that is she. The narrative is split into 3 distinct sections. It said that the third world refers to the present day, meaning it's a type of prophecy. Mind you, legends of Nika have spread silently all over the world. The only thing they all have in common is that he appears with a booming laugh to his beat. Dun 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 dun. Low-key, it's fire beat. I'll read aloud then. The first world. The earth burned in endless flame in the hearts of men. Oh, hold up. We're getting lore piece? Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. Next time around, I'm going to like find like super epic music that's like One Piece like soundtrack music. And we're going to have it ready for moments like this because this is really badass. Anyway, so the first world. The earth burned in endless flame in the hearts of men. Yo, Oda, let's go. This double page spread is fire, dude. What? Nah, okay. Wow, it has all 3 worlds. Okay, wow. Dude, this art is insane. Oda went popped off. There's so much lore here. What? Dude. This is amazing. You got Lunarians. You got... It's almost as if he has every race of the world. Okay, so there's a tree. There seems to be a dragon that blows fire. There's so much happening right now. It's like you got these people. This looks to be angels or these beings with halos inside a machine. There's just a lot happening in this picture. It's like an arc within an arc, like, and there seems to be thunder from one of the arcs. Like, wow, this picture is so crazy. Okay, let me read the worlds. Okay, so the first world. So apparently these are the 3 different ages in the One Piece world. So the One Piece world has 3 different ages. The first world. The earth burned in endless flame, and in the hearts of men burned with desire. From whispered prayers, the sun god arose, beckoned by the enslaved who reached for the forbidden star. The god of the land was enraged with the serpent of fire. They cast the world into ruin. Darkness fell, death reigned. They would not meet again. Oh, let's read that again. The first world, the earth burned in endless flame, and in the hearts of men burned with desire. From the whispered prayers, the sun god arose. So it seemed the first world was like a hell of sorts. Or like, yeah, some dark world ruined by like evil beasts. And because of everyone's hope, the sun god arose. And the god of the land was enraged. With a serpent of fire, it cast the world into ruin. Darkness fell. Death reigned. They would not meet again. Interesting. The second world. A breath stirred in the abyss. The god of the forest wove their magic, nurturing its devils. While the sun lit the embers of war, those of the half-crescent moon and the full moons dreamed. Yet the ones who slew the sun defied themselves, evoking the wrath of the sea god. They would not meet again. Interesting. So it seems in the first world everything was chaotic, and through the chaos people wished for a sun god to save them. And so he came and saved them, but in him saving them, or coming to rescue them, it enraged the god of the time of the land, which caused that god to, I guess, kill that sun god and ruin it, therefore never getting to meet that sun god, I guess. Huh. But in the second world, it was like there was a god of forest. So there was a god of the land in the first world, a god of the forest in the second world. Okay. And the god of the forest nurturing its devils. Wolf, a breath stirred in the abyss. The god of the forest wove their magic, nurturing its devils, which that's the devil's tree that bear the devil fruit, I'm assuming. And in the first world, I'm assuming that's where Haki was born. That the ones who slew the sun defied themselves, evoking the wrath of the sea god. They would not meet again. And then in the third world, we have chaos reigns. The world drifts in the void. Yet time does not erase the memory of the promised day. Its shadow looms as the voice of the half-moon echoes through the ages. Once more, the sun god shall rise, laughing, dancing, guiding the world to its final act. The sun is reborn. A new dawn will break. Surely, this time, they will meet. I don't know who will meet, but we can say for sure this nigga Oda is cooking, nigga. We got a lore piece back in action. This is amazing. This is exciting. I don't know if I'll do a review just yet, but I am super excited where the story's at right now. Like, I mean, we got some lore reveals with Shanks' twin, Shamrock, Wildin', right? And then we also got, you know, this beautiful double page spread. I just love looking at, like, I can get lost at looking at Oda's art. It has this childish playfulness to it, but you can tell he understands his values and shapes and, you know, 3D things very well. So, super dope. Anyway, yeah, that's today's reaction to One Piece chapter 138. We will be back hopefully later to do a review video, but if not, we'll see you next week because it looks like it's no break week, so we got vibes coming. So anyway, it's been good. If you loved it, go ahead. If you love this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more to come. It's your boy, Thaniel Beer. Peace.